Okay, well, our first annual combine with Fort Drum coming down to Syracuse with our football facilities and having a chance to do some of the things that our kids do on a daily basis, not just in the weight room, but in the Ensley Center. It's been a great morning. I think they're ready to go get some chow and feed and refuel the bodies, but it was great to have Fort Drum and all their personnel come on down and compete. And it's something we want to continue to do down the road. And a couple of the media people had talked about maybe we should do a media event. So we're going to talk to Sue Edson and Pete Sala and see if maybe we can have a media combine and see if we get Dan underneath the bar and maybe we put Nate on the squat rack and have some fun with it. But it's great. It was a great morning, and you know, for us it's always great to share some time with the troops, because what they do is for real. And we have such a great appreciation for what they do, so we can go out here and play football and have a good time and not worry about well-being of our country, because we're defended so well by these young men and women. So with that, any questions?
What was the interaction like between the players and the Army people?
It was great. It's always been great. You know, for our kids, as I've mentioned so many times before, it's great when our guys get an opportunity to look across the table at kids of like ages. You know, we got people in here from Fort Drum from everywhere. We got Rhode Island, we got Texas, we got Pennsylvania, got some New Yorkers in that bunch. And when they get a chance to compete together and get some good knowledge on how we go after our combine and some of the NFL movements that our kids are always training to do, and then to teach them to do it our way here, it's just great. The best part will be right now. They're cutting through the facility and they're going to go have breakfast together, and they'll have a chance to sit down and just talk and you know, be young men and young women just talking about life and where they're from, and that's the best part of it for me. You know, so many of these people that we've had the opportunity to meet from Fort Drum, you know, their kids are just like our kids, and the only difference is they're really putting it on the line and we're just playing between white stripes. So this is my favorite part, what's about to happen right now, where they just go enjoy one another's company.
Scott, what can you say about, you know, the relationship with Fort Drum and how important this has been throughout the whole process, not just here today, but
sure,
for the years that you've worked with them?
Yeah, I think all the involvement we've had with Fort Drum personnel has been wonderful. It's been great. It's been an awesome experience for me. You know, military's near and dear to my family. You know, cousin that fought in Iraq and unfortunately died there. Uncle that died in Laos. You know, the military personnel, you know, we have a soft spot in our heart for this group, for what they do. So it goes beyond the words that I can express. The experience we get to have year in, year out with these young folks, and it's just it's a great thing. And you know, anything and everything we could ever do to help them. That's why we carry that flag when we run out in front of our fans, just to let everybody know that we got their back. And they really have our back. We just get to enjoy a little bit of time with them every year.
How long have you been thinking about doing something like this? How long have this been in the
Well, we're always brainstorming for different things to do while we're up there. The one thing that we wanted to do is to try to get you know, the personnel to have an opportunity to come down here. Now, they're so busy up there that, you know, they don't always have an opportunity to do something like this. But these are things that we've talked about. We have other things you know, in the back of our heads that we're always talking about. A lot of it's when we go up there, but we're trying to get folks to keep coming down here so they can get a taste of getting away from Fort Drum, especially with the long winters you have here, and sneak on down here and catch a basketball game or a football game, or do something that's thinking a little bit outside of the box with the combine. And I thought it was a great idea. I think Coach Brodsky is probably the guy that set the things up and really pushed to get them down here, and it's been, you know, you saw it, it's just a lot of fun.
One last question.
Yes.
I was watching down there, you with the girls. They were keeping up with the workout pretty good.
They got after it. They really did. And you know, if you watch them out in the Ensley Center on the turf too, they did a great job. Yeah, they had a few ladies that were really pumping it. You know, one I think it was Jessica, right?
Yes.
She had the bar. She went with the bar, and I said, well, you know, see how she does. Her first 3 reps were a little raggedy, and then all of a sudden, boom! You saw her focus in, and she ended up getting 50 reps, and that was damn good, you know. And then you know, down here you know, we put the big boys on the 225, but we had some guys jump on 185 and they were pumping it. They probably could have gone up a bench. So it was good, and I think it's always good for them to come in this environment and see where our guys work, and you know, you get the adrenaline pumping, and all of a sudden, you know, it turns into 4 or 5 more reps, which was good to see.
Thanks, Coach, very much. We have Captain Shaw.